Before we dive into this spiritual activation, know this. You didn't find this video found you. If your spirit burns with this word, it's because you are one of the chosen ones set apart for this new time. Subscribe now to the Chosen Signal channel. Turn on the notification bell and share this message with others who silently carry the seal of the new mission. Easter has passed, but your calling has only just begun. There has always been an unsettling feeling inside you, an inexplicable dislocation. While others seemed comfortable in the structures of the world, you felt an inner turmoil that could not be silenced. It was not arrogance nor ingratitude. It was the mark of the chosen. You were set apart before the foundation of the world, called to a mission that transcends human comfort, acceptance, or applause. Every hurt, every rejection, every no you heard was shaping you to carry something few would have the capacity to bear. God did not choose you because you were the strongest or the most perfect. He chose you because in your spirit there was an eternal willingness to say yes, even if you did not understand the path. Now, that signal begins to burn brighter. You are being called to rise up. Most people look at Easter as a completed event, a memorial of the past. But today the Spirit reveals Easter was not the end, it was the beginning. Jesus' resurrection did not just secure your salvation, it activated your mission. The same power that broke the chains of death now lives within you, not so that you can just survive, but so that you can rise, walk, break free, transform. Easter is the wake-up call for the chosen ones, to the recognition that a new identity has been conferred. You are no longer an orphan. You are no longer a slave to circumstances. You are heir to a promise that demands manifestation. It is not just about being saved. It is about becoming a living answer to a generation that groans, waiting for the revealing of the children of God. There have been seasons when the silence of heaven has seemed deafening, times when you have wondered if you have been forgotten, abandoned, discarded. But today, the Spirit reveals the silence has been protection. Just as Moses was hidden in the basket, as David was forgotten in the fields, as Joseph was betrayed and thrown into prisons, you have been hidden away to be forged. God does not expose those he is still molding. Anonymity has been a shield, so that the seeds planted in your spirit would not be uprooted prematurely. Every tear, every weight, every closed door has preserved something that will now begin to blossom. You have not been rejected, you have been reserved, and the time of reservation is ending. The revelation begins. There is a fire within you that can no longer be contained. A fire that is not emotionalism nor impulsiveness. It is pure discernment. It is the Spirit shouting within your spirit, you were born for more. The discomfort you feel with shallow environments, empty conversations, and superficial alliances is the sign that your frequency has changed. You have been set on fire on the altar of the divine presence. And those who carry this fire can no longer mix with mediocrity. Your spirit demands holiness, demands authenticity, demands depth. You have been called to live in a different atmosphere. And now, what was once just a whisper becomes a trumpet. Arise, manifest, burn with light that cannot be extinguished. When God touches a chosen one, the touch is not superficial. It alters the essence. It rewrites the invisible code that governs your being. You are no longer the same as before, even if you try to convince yourself otherwise. Your spiritual sensitivity has increased. Your dreams carry messages. Your tears have prophetic weight. Your silences carry invisible decrees. The spiritual DNA that you carry has been activated by the resurrection. And now, even when you try to retreat, something inside you prevents it. Something whispers, you have been separated. You no longer belong to the previous system. You are irreversibly marked. Your mission is irreversibly activated. Your life is an irreversible platform for the glory that is about to manifest. Throughout your life, many voices have tried to define who you are, voices of rejection, criticism, comparison. But today, an older, deeper, more powerful voice begins to emerge in your spirit. It is the voice that called you before the world even saw you. The voice that loved you before you could make a mistake. The voice that never gave up on you. This voice now begins to echo louder than all the others, and it calls you by your true name. Not the one the world gave you, but the one heaven whispered at the moment it separated you. Listen carefully. You are not your mistakes. You are not your failures. You are what God has declared about you. And this truth begins to rebuild everything the world has tried to destroy. One of the biggest traps that tried to paralyze your journey was comparison. Looking at others, measuring your journey by the success of others, doubting your worth because your fruits were not yet visible. But God decrees, this season is over. Comparison dies today, because the manifestation of your promise begins now. You were not called to compete, you were called to manifest. What God has planted in you is unique, unrepeatable, necessary. Your journey is not measured by human metrics, but by eternal metrics. And in the eyes of heaven, you already wear an invisible crown of faithfulness. Now is the time to blossom. Now is the time to manifest the fullness of that which has always been gestating within you. You are not just part of a movement. You are a living sign. A sign that God still separates, that God still raises, that God still fulfills promises made in secret. Your life will be a memorial to others who are still struggling in the darkness. Each victory of yours will be a living prophecy for those who watch you. Each door that opens will be a testimony that heaven never loses control. You have been chosen to be seen, not out of vanity, but out of mission, so that through you others may remember that it is not too late, that there is still hope, that final glory is yet to come. Prepare yourself. The world will see in you the reflection of God's invisible faithfulness. Some old cycles are breaking up. People who seemed indispensable are moving away. Doors that once seemed necessary are closing. At first glance, it hurts. It feels like rejection. It feels like loss. But the Spirit whispers, it's a promotion. God doesn't remove anything that is essential to your future. What He allows to leave is that which has already fulfilled its function or that which would impede your expansion. Separation hurts, but it is the birth of a new season. Each separation is, in fact, God clearing the way for aligned connections, for divine opportunities, for alliances that will carry the weight of eternity. Don't lament what is leaving, celebrate what is coming, because promotion cannot be explained, it is manifested. There are gifts within you that have been dormant by struggles, stifled by worries, forgotten by disappointments. But now, like embers under the action of a mighty wind, these gifts begin to rekindle. Gifts of healing, gifts of wisdom, gifts of discernment, gifts of leadership, gifts of teaching. You will feel an inner pull to move in areas that once intimidated you. Ideas will emerge with supernatural clarity. Strategies will be released in moments of silent prayer. Skills that seem small will become weapons of great spiritual impact. Because God does not awaken gifts to be hoarded, He awakens them to be used. Prepare to operate at a level of spiritual influence that you never knew you had. The chosen ones do not walk according to a human timetable. You will find that while others need years to achieve certain things, God will make you advance in months, weeks, days. The acceleration that is being released upon your life will shatter the concept of time as you knew it. It will not be by human merit. It will be by the supernatural favor that rests upon those who have been set apart for an urgent mission. What should have taken time will be brought forward. What seemed impossible will become inevitable. Natural time no longer governs your story. You now operate under the compass of heaven. And those who walk with God's time walk with authority over the seasons. Every pain you have endured in silence, every tear that has fallen without an audience, every cry muffled into the pillow, it will all be redeemed by a glory that will make even the pain seem small. The glory that will come will not erase the memory of the pain, but will transform it into fuel for praise. You will not deny what you have been through, but will testify to how God has used you in spite of and because of it. Your story will carry a weight of healing so deep that even your scars will become living testimonies. The glory will not be just a feeling. It will be a tangible, visible, undeniable reality. Get ready to smile again. Get ready to dance where you once cried, because the glory will be infinitely greater than all the pain. God is raising up builders, not just dreamers, not just spectators, but agents of change. And you are one of them. You have been forged to build new paths, new atmospheres, new generations. You will not only see the new, you will help build it. From now on, your hands will be trained to shape environments according to the pattern of heaven. Your words will build lives. Your actions will draw maps for those who are lost. You will carry within you strategies for the spiritual expansion of many. Do not underestimate the responsibility that is being placed upon you. It does not come to crush you, but to position you as an indispensable part of the great divine work in this time. The awakening that is happening within you is not the emergence of something new. It is the remembrance of who you have always been. Within your spirit, even before the foundation of the world, your purpose was already written. You are not becoming, you are remembering. Every feeling of, "This is what I was born to do," is not coincidence, it is confirmation. You carry within you spiritual codes, celestial imprints that are now being activated. The more you align with the truth of who you are in God, the more doors open, the more favor follows you, the more purpose manifests. You no longer have to strive to be accepted. You are already accepted, loved, and sent. Before your natural eyes can see the promise unfold, your spiritual eyes need to be renewed. And that is exactly what God is doing now. He is giving you new lenses. He is expanding your vision. He is teaching you to see as He sees, beyond circumstances, beyond limitations, beyond fear. You will begin to see possibilities where you once saw barriers. You will see opportunities where others only saw impossibilities, because now you see with eyes trained by faith. The renewal of your vision is the first step toward the materialization of the new cycle. You are no longer guided by what you see, you are guided by what you believe. You have spent too much time just surviving, just resisting, just enduring. But that season is over. God has not called you to survive, He has called you to rule. You will be placed in positions of influence, of spiritual authority, of real impact. And this will not be for your glory, but for the expansion of the kingdom. The survivor must fight to breathe. The ruler breathes and changes atmospheres. You are being elevated to a position where your decisions will open paths for many. The anointing of leadership rests upon you. And where before you were the one asking, now you will be the one releasing. Where before you were the one seeking help, now you will be the one providing help. Because the time for resistance is over. Now it is time for rule. All that you have sown in tears is now beginning to blossom before your eyes. The soil of your silent faithfulness has been watered with sweat, hope, and perseverance, and God is not unjust to forget. The harvest will be abundant, surprising, overwhelming in its generosity. What you planted in faith, you will see spring forth in honor. What you have sustained in prayer, you will see manifest in reality. The seeds that seemed to die underground were merely being protected until the season of fruitfulness. Now the time of harvest has come. Prepare larger baskets. Prepare your spirit to manage not the scarcity, but the overabundance that is being released upon you. Dreams that you kept in silence, that were stifled by fatigue and fear, are now beginning to be resurrected. God is breathing life into what you thought you had lost. Old projects, forgotten visions, dormant passions, everything that carries a prophetic signature will be brought back to the center of your calling. And the most powerful thing, these dreams will not return fragile. They will return strengthened, mature, aligned with the new time you are entering. You will no longer dream small. You will dream as someone who knows that they serve an unlimited God. The breath of God is unlocking the chests where you had locked your hopes, and what seemed forgotten now becomes a mission. What God will do in your life will be so extraordinary that many will remain silent in the face of your transformation. There will be no need to justify yourself or explain yourself. Your own life will be living evidence of divine intervention. Those who saw you fall will see you rise like never before. Those who mocked your process will see the fruit of your faithfulness. Your victory will cause astonishment because it cannot be attributed to human strength. It will be clear, it was the hand of God, it was the grace of God, it was the faithfulness of God. You will be a showcase of divine goodness, and many will approach you, not to understand how, but to ask, who is the God who raised you up like this? Now every spiritual resistance that tried to paralyze you is being broken. Every oppression that tried to hold you back is being undone. You will feel an irresistible inner pull, a force, an urgency, an acceleration that will push you to the places prepared for you. Do not hesitate. Do not look back. You have been prepared for this moment. You have been strengthened for this hour. Every step you take now will be like a thunderclap in the spiritual world, announcing the chosen one has awakened. This is no time to hide. It is time to speak out. The last barrier has fallen, and the path before you has been opened by God Himself. You will find that as you move forward, the atmosphere around you changes. Not just spiritually, but physically. Places where you once felt tolerated will now welcome you with honor. Environments that once restricted you will now open to your presence, because the atmosphere you carry has been transformed. You are a bearer of glory, and where glory rests, resistance gives way. Every step you take will be a step of conquest. Every place the soles of your feet tread will be spiritual territory claimed for the kingdom. And this is not out of vanity, it is because God has decided to make you a living sign of His favor on earth. God is not just promoting the talented, He is promoting the pure in heart. Those who remained faithful even when there was no visible reward. Those who chose integrity when no one applauded. You are one of them. Your heart, often torn by pain, never stopped beating for the truth. Your faithfulness was a silent melody that reached the ears of heaven. Now, the time for promotion has come. And it is not a human promotion based on strategies or alliances. It is a divine promotion based on the heart that God found in you. Prepare to be recognized, not only by men, but by God Himself before the nations. Your life is not just about you. You have been called to be the answer to others. Every gift that has been activated, every blessing that has been released, every territory that has been conquered, it is all part of a greater calling to transform realities. You will be used to break cycles of misery, to free captive hearts, to restore lost destinies. Your very existence will bring healing, restoration, and hope. You are part of the invisible army that God is raising up to rewrite history. Your influence will be like ripples that spread. You will touch lives that you never knew were impacted by your obedience. With promotion comes the challenge of remaining steadfast. Glory can attract flatterers, blessings can attract envious people, success can attract distractions. But God has already prepared you for this. You will know how to recognize who is sent by Him and who is sent to try to divert your focus. Your steadfastness will be your strength. Your constancy will be your difference. You will not be like many who started well but got lost along the way. You will remain until the end, because what sustains you is not the opinion of men, but the invisible hand of God that never leaves you. If this message resonated with your spirit, declare to the spirit world that you recognize the season you have entered. Subscribe now to the Chosen Signal channel, turn on all notifications, and share this word with others who are also about to manifest the glory of heaven on earth. Leave in the comments, "I joined the new season," and proclaim that the era of survival is over. Now is the time to reign, to bear fruit, and to impact generations. This is not just another phase, it is the fulfillment of what God has always dreamed for you. Welcome to your new era.